Okay, today we're playing a game on Busan. We are in the Gold SR range, and we were playing Tracer the entire way through. And there's nothing else to say, so let's start the game. Actually, there is one other thing to say. The email said that the person that sent this video in is recovering from a fencing injury. I was going to say fencing industry. Not quite the same thing. So, we'll go easy on the person for their aim. Yeah, you know? Seems fair. I've seen some of y'all out there, like, nice aim. Don't be like that, alright? Don't be that way. My mom always taught me, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Which is why I so often don't say anything when I'm in public for extended periods of time. So, she's fucking dead. We got her. McCree was there as well, but we got her. We got her. So, enemy team, they have a Roadhog, which is scary to us as Tracer, but that's it. They don't have a Bridget. No. So, Roadhog's the only one we have to, like, be super scared of. Mei is, like, annoying, but it's really hard to die to Mei as long as we're paying attention and don't, like, get walled off, essentially. The whole enemy team is pretty tucked in together. We could, soldiers set up on the high ground over yonder, so rather than, like, breaking off back down this way, we could break off this way around and try to get the soldier off of the high ground, if nothing else, but simultaneously, soldier's actually pretty good at killing Tracer, and we would have to go, because Helix Rocket, not exactly hard to hit. And we do have to go through, like, the narrow doorway to get to the soldier, so that is a bit scary at the same time. So, 2 of our team are dead. Diva just died as well, so we've pretty much lost this team fight. That was our McCree using Deadeye? Yeah, they don't have a McCree. Of course not. I don't know why I had to think about it. So, we lost that fight. Whatever. We got all the time in the world. Oh, soldier's over here. We give it away a little bit early that we're coming up behind Soldier. Soldier is, like, pretty inconvenient to kill as Tracer because of Biotic Field and Helix Rocket. So, like, rather than shoot at him from that far away, I'd rather just, like, get right up on him before we start shooting and just try to one-clip him from behind. Because if he actually gets to, like, use his abilities, it's a lot harder. That'll do the job. You know, we didn't stick him, but hey. He still died. That's the important thing. We had a lot more restraint that time. Just, like, snuck right up behind him. So, very common with Tracer players where they'll just, like, spray at someone from a mile away. And just don't really do anything except give away the fact that you're coming, you know? So, gotten into a scuffle with Lucio. Lucio's a difficult one to kill as Tracer, usually. But this Lucio's not exactly doing much to put the moves on us. It all started to fall apart a bit there towards the end. Lucio's not really doing much. Blinking right, the second blink kind of put us too far away from the guy. We didn't really need to do that. I'm gonna back up a bit again. We'll slow it down when we get there so that my slow brain can actually think without having to go back constantly. So Lucio's a difficult one to kill. But this boy, he's not doing anything fancy. He's not doing any walls or nothing. He's just here. So this blink is the unnecessary one. Because, like, we got all the health in the world. We want to be closer to Lucio to try and get him as Tracer. Because, like, this far away. You know, Lucio's a small model, our spread's pretty big, we're not going to get this boy from this far away, so that blink was unnecessary. That blink was also unnecessary, didn't really do anything. And that's a bad time to use that blink in particular, because now we have no blinks in reserve, which is pretty spooky. You usually want to have one blink in reserve at least. We do recall to get past the whole hog, which I'm okay with, but to be honest with you, I'd rather just shoot the Roadhog. Like, he's already almost dead, to be honest. He's not exactly hard to stick, usually, so that's kind of sad. But, like, I'd kind of rather just shoot him. The sticky... And then after that, I'm sorry, I just cracked my knuckles right next to the microphone. And then we could try to stick Lucio instead of the Roadhog. I'd actually rather just shoot the guy. Like, Tracer's gun does, like, a lot of damage to a big boy. Also, with, like, Whole Hog, if he, like, if he has time to finish Whole Hog and take a breather, Pulse Bomb ain't killing that guy anymore, you know? Pulse Bomb's got a bit of an activation time. So, we've ended up in a bit of an awkward spot. Yeah, that's like the scary thing playing against May as Tracer. May as Tracer, if you get stuck in a small space like that and get walled off. Didn't really happen to us there. And then he just got blasted by a rocket out of nowhere. Look, life is hard sometimes, you know? Helix Rocket, you're gonna get got by it as Tracer sometimes. Fairly often, to be honest with you. Like, Soldier's pretty good at, like, fending off a Tracer situation, so we just gotta kind of, like, touch the point right now. So we pretty much just get past everybody. Their Lucio is, like, putting almost no effort into playing Lucio, to be honest with you. Like, I don't claim to be a master of Lucio, but I do know you want to be on walls. You don't want to just be, like, in the middle of this open space with your healing song on, like, hopping. You know? That's not really playing the boy. I'm more okay with sticking him that time, because he had just started Whole Hog, so there's no fear of him, like, finishing before Pulse Bomb goes off and taking a breather. Because if is one of the most sad things in the world when the Tracer sticks the Roadhog and he just takes a breather, you know? Just like, it did like 3 damage suddenly. And then we got Attack Visored. Classic, like, oh god, what a terrible spot, right? Like, just tuck into the tiniest little corner, and you can just hear Soldier's Attack Visor, like, right next to you. Or McCree starts slowly walking around the corner after you. Terrible. Hold on. I just noticed that Zarya's having a bit of a sad time. Oh, what a face. Oh, no. Yeah, she's really not happy about being dead, is she? Strange, that one. Anyway, so Soldier's behind us. Unfortunate. So we had to use recall quite early on in that fight. Did we actually see Soldier? I guess that's worth going back for, isn't it? Well, I can see Soldier. We haven't actually, like, seen him. I was looking to see if we even saw, like, his bullets going across, but no, we didn't really, so, you know. Though he has set up over there before, so we could maybe infer it, but I mean, we didn't see the guy, so whatever. Soldier doesn't seem to like us very much. A lot of our team are dead, but we don't have the luxury of just being able to leave right now, so, you know, such is life. We should be putting more effort into finding Soldier during these situations, because Soldier is the only one on their team that's likely to go off by himself. Like, the rest of their team are always pretty much on top of each other, with the exception of Winston, because he's jumping in, but we're not exactly trying to kill Winston as Tracer, you know. Soldier has broken off by himself repeatedly, and he's like the easiest one for us to kill on their team, so we should be putting more effort into getting him, and at least getting him, like, off of the high ground, if nothing else, you know, putting some effort into it. It is, like, Soldier is still spooky to try and fight as Tracer just because of Helix Rocket, but he's pretty much our best target in most of these situations. He's dead right now, so we don't have to worry about that. We can try and help, Winston's getting bullied by May, so we can try and help him, but, like, you know, the team's slowly collapsing on him. We're thinking about breaking off to just go and touch the point, but McCree's actually doing that for us right now, so we can stay over here and fight instead. Just didn't recall in time. We did have recall, but we didn't do it in time. You know. Push the button sooner. Yeah, aha, and that's why they pay me the big bucks. Sorry, elevator music was playing in my head. Oh, there's Soldier. And, you know, we can wait to use the we can wait for recall to come up right now, so it's not the end of the world. Didn't really need to use recall for that, just blinking down the hallway would have been good, but you know, like, if you think you're gonna die, you're better off just using recall, you know? Does she have it? No, she doesn't have ice block. Sick. It's not called ice block. I always think it should be called ice block, but it's not called ice block. It's called cryostasis or cryo freeze. Yeah, cryo freeze. That's the one I think. Which is just like, you know, like, well, we could just call it ice block, and then that's like referencing other. Do you think they're ever gonna release another mech? Like, just like real talk. Do you think they're ever gonna release one of the other mechas? Because Echo's coming. You know, that's not a mecha. And we know the hero after Echo is going to be Sojourn. Like, they teased these mechas ages ago. Like, do you think they're ever actually going to release another of the mechas? Eventually they have to, right? So, yeah, we're up to no good. We're trying to back cap, right? I super didn't need to use recall right there. Now we, like, the thing is with using recall when you didn't need to, is like, well, now kind of have to be careful until recall is off cooldown again. That was a very interesting response from Mei, to just, like, run into her blizzard and freeze, and then unfreeze, like, immediately. That was quite an interesting maneuver she pulled off. Oh, Doomfist just knocked 2 people off. Sick. Awesome. I guess he got play of the game. Oh, then he killed another person as well, so he super got play of the game. Great job, Doomfist. Soldier's using Tac Visor right now, that's why we're hiding. Fucking... I have to know how Sigma died. I simply have to know how he managed to fall off of the map. So, Odin, my man here, Master of Lightning and playing Master of Gravity. Alright, this is very spooky, you know. Oh, he really doesn't want to go. Okay, so he just didn't get credited with it. Oh, no. Sigma, what happened? Toes. Oh, no. Oh, God. What a sad way. It's just gonna dip his toes in. This is some very viscous-looking water, isn't it? Anyway, alright. So he didn't fall off. He got pushed off. It's just, Winston didn't get the credit with it. Which is, yeah, that's good, you know. Winston gets to feel bad now, which is important. Making the enemy team feel bad is a very important aspect of the game. This is just, like, super greed. Like, that's just, like, very greedy way to try and get that. To be honest with you, I don't blame you for it, really. It's just, we know there is a Roadhog down there. So we have to be careful when we perform a maneuver quite so bravely. As such as blinking straight at them, essentially. And with, like, this kind of map as well, like, a lot of times you just kind of, like, squat on the side that your team isn't on the doorway, and just, like, wait for them to come through, and then just, like, throw it on them as they go past, to be honest. You just, like, throw it on one of the backliners as they run past. Because people don't check their corners. They don't do that. They just, like, that's the team the bad men are on, they only look that way. They don't look both ways before they cross the street. So there's a Bastion now, which, you know, clearly we have a concern with. We had recall, we just didn't push it again, you know, whatever. It's not whatever, but, you know, push button faster. You know, aim better, push button faster. Just kill the enemy team, and then you don't have to worry about losing because they can't capture the point, they're all dead. It's very simple, like, it's a very easy game, to be honest. You know, you just kill the other 6 people, and then what are they gonna do? So Bridget's using Rally right now, great. Anytime you can get extra health as Tracer is a good fucking day. Bastion is also extremely easy to stick, so that's nice as well. Didn't really have to do too much in that team fight, to be honest. That went pretty well from all parties involved, except for their party, obviously. Their party didn't do too good. So we're up to no good. Bastion was checking, but he didn't actually see us. Okay, nice and patient. Okay, I like that. Didn't do anything to give away the fact we were coming, just, like, snuck right up on him. Unfortunately, Bastion gets some pretty sick damage reduction. But we're sticking on him. We're not letting him have any fun. That's good. Our team lost the team fight while we were doing that, but I support everything that we did. Like, I fully support bullying the Bastion so he can't set up. It's just, their team had like 3 ultimates to use, so even without Bastion, they won anyway, but I fully endorse what we did during that fight. Yeah, we could have killed Bastion a little faster, I guess, but, you know, again, just kill the enemy team, and you don't, it's easy, you've won the game. I can't really think of an overarching thing for that. Honestly, that was a pretty good Tracer game, by all accounts. The big one for me is just, like, using the blinks unnecessarily while, during the, some of the fights where we're, like, blinking past people. I just banged the table, I'm sorry. You know, like the fight with the Lucio, just, like, blink away from him, even though we're right next to him, and, like, we want to be, then we just, like, put a bunch of distance between him. And, we should be spending more time trying to find, like, the key targets. Like, in that situation, Soldier's the key target. It changed to Bastion, you know, and then we started bullying Bastion, so that's cool. But before that, Soldier was like the key target, and we weren't spending much time trying to find him. We were just spending a lot of time kind of shooting into the mass of people. When, you know, anytime you're playing a flanker, it's good to have, like, the list of priorities in your head. So I want to get X, Y, Z. If I cannot get to X, I will go to Y. If I cannot go to get Y, I will go to Z. You know, you have, like, the flow chart of people in your head that you can try and bully around. Like, first round, it's like Soldier is, like, the only one we got. Because the rest of the time, the rest of the team, don't you just hate when you're playing any hero, to be honest, but particularly flankers, and the enemy teams just lay right next to each other. Like, nobody goes off, no sheep goes off by themselves, they just all stick together in this one amorphous mass. Terrible, absolutely awful, a truly disgusting display of teamwork. Terrible. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you did, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer. If you haven't already, you can join our Discord and ask questions more directly and have a conversation about them, or just shitpost with us. I start streaming on Twitch Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, 8 p.m. EST till 11 EST. There's a link to the channel in the description. And if you managed to make it all the way through the video and somehow still enjoyed it, please like the video and subscribe for more content of middle quality in the future. And I hope you found the video helpful.